Welcome to WeekNGeek, your new comics preview for November 30th. I'm Mike Ortiz.
And I'm the Chris Brown.
So what do you got?
All right, we got a light one this week, kind of a light week. They skipped the new 52s this week because it's our fifth week of the month, so basically just skip over. They got to stick to their 13 a week kind of regimen. That fifth week throws them a little loop. So
this is going to happen a couple times a year.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all right.
Gives you a chance to try something else.
Absolutely, and we got some fun stuff. Hopefully, you'll be interested in looking at this week. So I'm going to start off with Tiny Titans 46. I love Tiny Titans. What can I say that I haven't said for the other 36 weeks we've been doing this show at this point, or 30, however many episodes. We've probably done 9 episodes or 9 issues of Tiny Titans in the time we've been doing this. Great book. This month sees the arrival of the Purple Woman that's been in all the other 52 books. Now Art and Franco are going to have some fun with that.
Yeah.
I love how they tie in everything. They always manage to get these things in there. And just great fun. And even, Art was telling us how he wasn't supposed to use Zod or any of that, but still managed to get away with it by just having one little square of them in the Phantom Zone. And, hey, weren't you the pizza boy? No.
I believe
he's always done little jokes like that and things, and it's fun that we always squeeze those in there. So.
Well, this issue also features the Protector.
Yes.
Who, for those of you who are old enough, that was the kind of knockoff Robin replacement for an old anti-drug
is that what it was?
Of the Teen Titans it was supposed to be Robin, but it was licensed through Keebler, and Robin was licensed to a competitor. So they went in and invented a new character and whited out Robin and changed it. So
he was their Herbie?
Yeah, he was. The Protector is their Herbie.
All right.
And Art and Franco were bringing them into I guess not the DCU proper, but close enough.
Yeah, that's great. That's fun stuff. Then we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #4. I like this book. It's a fun book. I like having the Turtles back. It's different. It's a reboot. It's not really a continuation.
Right.
But that's fine. I've got no problem with that. They've introduced some new characters and just some different takes on Casey Jones. And, they've made him a little bit younger. Things are a little bit different. This new character, Old Hob, which we've never seen before, is kind of the main point of this first story here. It's good stuff. I like it.
Curious to see where it's going.
Yeah, apparently. Everybody's getting their hand in there. Next up, we've got issue 7 of Green Wake, which is a book that I have been absolutely loving the whole way through. I really, really like Riley Rossmo's stuff, and I would pretty much follow him to anything, and he led me to Curtis Weed. So that, and who I think is a pretty talented writer. I mean, they started out their first 5-issue story arc. It sounds like he had what he wanted to do, and all right, they were given a chance to take it ongoing, and now it's even better. That first 5, I love it when Riley gets a little crazy and just spreads things out and really, has fun with his art. This, seems to be going a little bit more traditional. A little bit more nine panel format. The art, he's toned it down a little bit. And so now they've introduced a new character in this story arc that's up to something, and, our main characters, Morley and... what is the other fella's name? Totally drawing a blank at the moment. But Morley, of course, comes back. He sort of leaves Green Wake at the end of the first arc. He came back in the issue 6, and that's when they introduced us to this guy who I guess is going to be our antagonist. I don't want to call him the villain yet, but he's going to be our antagonist. Then I've got this one here is sort of a surprise for me. I just wanted to check this one out because it's funny. Archie Meets Kiss. Issue 627, Archie Meets Kiss.
Yeah.
There's 2 different covers. Those Francesco Francavilla covers look freaking fantastic. And why not? I had Michael Strahan in the last issue. Why not Kiss? Those guys are shameless whores. Why wouldn't they be in Archie?
Archie met the Punisher years ago.
He did.
And now he's meeting Kiss.
Why not? So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be, I believe, a 4-parter. This is the first part here.
They're all going to bang Betty.
I would imagine so. I mean, at least Gene and Paul will.
Yeah.
Then we've got FF number 12. We got our 600 last week, which kind of was FF 12.
Yeah, I thought that. Yeah.
They're doing the continuation, and I imagine it's going to pick up on some things from the threads that were in 600 because there were like 5 different stories in there. And, there was the whole story with Franklin and kind of playing with his pocket universe in the closet. And so I'm wondering if that's going to be in the FF or how they're going to play it out.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically the Fantastic Four is now basically the 4.
Yep.
The classic team with Spider-Man instead of the Torch, but Torch might be back, who knows.
Right.
But this will be focusing on all the other characters that they've woven into this.
Yeah.
Franklin and the Dragon Man and the clone of the Thinker or the Wizard.
And then don't they have some Moloids in there too?
Yeah, Moloid and Valeria. So basically Fantastic Four and Future Foundation are now separate books.
And that's fine with me. Hickman's at the helm on both books.
Twice as much Hickman.
Oh, man. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. Ask for more Hickman, they give you more Hickman. Mm-hmm. That is the bulk of my stack. What do you got there?
Well, I'm starting off with Glamour Puss.
All right.
Dave Sims' ongoing multi-year meditation on fashion models and photorealistic art. He's still in dealing with, I think it's Stan Drake, and I can't remember the other guy, of his last days, the auto accident that killed him. I'm not really sure if he's got a plan anymore, or if he's just every month kind of riffing on whatever he feels is important to this topic. But it's good stuff. It's well-researched stuff. And Sim is one of the finest artists working today. I mean,
he's a crazy man, but he's good.
Photorealism and photo referencing gets a bad rap because of guys like Greg Land and Salvador LaRocca, and I do like both those guys. But this is kind of the way that it used to be done. I mean, photo referencing has been around forever. Pretty much as long as there have been photos, artists have been using them to copy from. But in terms of guys who bring something more to those photos, Dave Sim is one of them. And if you're a fan of comic book art, especially black and white comic book art, and really nice, detailed, cross-hatching, classic illustrated style, it's good stuff, even if you don't really know what's going on.
That's how I felt when I've read it. But this thing is brilliant, but I don't really know what's going on. Yeah. And Dave Sim is crazy, and
it's good. And he knows his stuff. It's very well researched. So if you're a fan of the history of comics, you'll like it. Next up is another one of those DC Presents. This is Batman Don't Blink. This was originally in, I believe, Legends of the Dark Knight.
Okay.
This was written by the late Dwayne McDuffie, with art by, I think, Val Zemeckis. I never read this.
Dwayne McDuffie's a great writer.
That was one of those books that I would pick up every now and again. Maybe if there was like a particular standout creative team.
Sure.
At the time, I probably wasn't that familiar with Dwayne McDuffie. I knew him from Milestone, which I wasn't necessarily a big fan of. I really didn't kind of click with him until he made it to the animated stuff, and then after that, I've loved everything. So now, once again, DC gives you a chance to check out something that you probably missed for a cheap price. So I'm a big fan of this format in general, and I'm always happy when I see something pop up that I haven't read before, so I can actually give it a shot. Next up is the Ultimates, number 4. I've been really kind of lukewarm on the rebooted Ultimate Universe. I've stopped Ultimate X-Men and I've stopped Ultimate Hawkeye, but this is still pretty solid. It's not as good as Ultimate Spider-Man, but it's got some big ideas, big Hickman, smart sci-fi ideas, a bunch of highly evolved, I don't even know what they are, where they're from. Basically just beat the crap out of all the Asgardians in the last issue. And now it's like, all right, these guys just took on a whole pantheon of gods. How are the Avengers going to bring them down? Or the Ultimates going to bring them down? So I guess we will see. Next up, Uncanny X-Men number 2, continuing the X-Men renaissance at Marvel. Good for them. It's been a while since the X-Men has really kind of had this sort of life in it. I love Carlos Pacheco's work. Kieran Gillian has been doing a really solid job. This is not the school. The Wolverine book is the school. This is X-Men as a nation, and also more specifically as an Omega level superhero task force. So when crap goes down, these are the big gun mutants that will go and save the world. And their basic plan is, if we save the world enough, maybe they'll stop trying to kill us. The fact that they've saved the world pretty consistently for 30 years
should have been enough
to elude Scott Summers, but what the hey, it's a good book anyway. So Uncanny X-Men.
We're gonna pause real quick because my UPS guy's here with something I need.
So that was pretty much my stack.
All right, sorry about that. Quick delay here. We'll get to that in a minute, though.
We'll see.
So now, the top of my stack here, Daredevil number 6. Mm-hmm. This book has been fantastic.
Yeah.
The previous issue had come out when we had Riley. It came out the same week as Greenwake. We had Riley on the front end of the show, and Riley Rossmo, who does Greenwake, sent me little email, and he even said, he's like, dude, that Daredevil book is hot. He's like, man, I'm reading all the stuff you guys are reading. I don't know if it's because, we used to work in a comic shop or if that's what it is, I don't know, but that Daredevil book is hot. And I got to agree with him. Not only is it selling well, but man, it just, art's hot, looks nice. It's a great story, man. Daredevil's back, baby.
Yeah.
Daredevil's back, and I've been really enjoying it. It was a good book for a long time, but now I would use the word fun again.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm having fun with it. Still got a little of that dark undertones.
Yeah.
But it's a fun, well-written book. Just absolutely loving it. I mean, way to go, Mark Waid.
Yeah. He figured out really what this character needed.
Yes.
Not that there was anything wrong with the general tone and direction, but I think they needed to distance themselves from where they had gotten to.
Yes.
And this does a great job of that.
So
without ignoring it, that's the big thing.
It all happened.
It's all acknowledged. It's a logical progression from where they left off. I mean, Shadowland, for all of its faults, at least it kind of tore everything apart so that they could bring it back together.
Yes.
And give us this great Daredevil book.
So for that, I'll say thank you, Andy Diggle, for screwing things up and so we can get it all back together. So good work out there. So what do you got? What's at the top of your stack there?
Well, my top is another Green Lantern book.
Imagine that.
4 of them a month aren't enough.
See, with this one, I think special.
Well, yeah, this is the Green Lantern animated series.
Yes.
This is the issue 0, written by Art and Franco, the guys who've done some fantastic stuff.
Friends of the show, and we've been excited about this book. I've been excited about this one for a while.
We started off with Tiny Titans. The guys had been on Young Justice. They hadn't been on for a couple of months, and probably because they were getting ahead on this.
Yep. Which is a great opportunity for Art,
yeah,
too. I mean,
and I like they showed the one episode, the preview, the actual
I liked it.
Show begins next year. I liked it a lot.
It's good.
Yeah, there's some people who had problems with the animation. It looks a little plastic. They look a little bit like toys. I don't care because I'm probably going to buy the toys. But it was a clever idea. This is not movie continuity. This is not the continuity of those direct-to-DVD movies. This is not the continuity of the comic books. This is its own thing. It looks really kind of in the style of the Bruce Timm animated stuff, except it's all CGI. And I really love the design. The animation, I don't think, does the designs justice, mostly because I'm used to that and I'm an old guy. But I've really been looking forward to this because this is drawn in a traditional hand-drawn style. Yeah. So this is going to look more like the Batman animated comics and things like that. So now we get that great character design. We get this interesting take on the Green Lanterns.
And Art clearly loves the DC universe and just the things he does in Tiny Titans alone. Now he gets to write a non-kids book. Yeah, it's about the animated series, but it's still... He gets to write a superhero book.
Yeah.
That's great. I'm looking forward to it.
I've really been looking forward to this from the moment it was announced. I could easily see this rising to the top of the Green Lantern books, which have been solid, but certainly not at their best. And Art and Franco are friends of the show. They're great guys. They're talented guys. So a combination of good animated show, great creative team.
Yeah.
One of my favorite characters of all time. How can I not get this book? How can I not make it my top? Right.
Absolutely. I think I originally put that on my list, and I don't even know why. I was like, oh, he's not going to let me have that one clear. What am I even putting this on the list for?
I figure you got Daredevil and FF. I'm thinking Green Lantern.
Well, I got Tiny Titans, so we split the art books, so that was good. So then, I guess that's that. Do we show everybody what we got? What we just got in the mail? So this is why we had to interrupt the show here. I've been waiting for these CGC books for a little while. We got back some graded Amazing Spider-Man 666s. Kind of excited about that. I'm slabbed for the world to see.
Wow.
I'm slabbed in a 9.4.
Yeah.
I'm slabbed in a 9.6. All right, looking good. This is what I was really waiting for.
Yeah.
I'm a little frustrated with CGC. CGC can go get bent because they were not certifying any of the Kevin Eastman sketches at Fanfare. They were only qualifying them. They were not holding the sketch against the book. So they did not certify that this was absolutely signed by Kevin Eastman, even though it is a Detroit Fanfare exclusive sketch variant. Kevin Eastman was there. Clearly a Kevin Eastman sketch. I have pictures of him doing it, and this is for me anyway. Came back as a 9.8. Very, very excited.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. That is freaking fantastic.
Awesome stuff.
So yeah, that was a fun week this week. I'm glad we stuck around to do the show because I've been waiting for that damn truck to arrive all day. Once I got my tracking numbers from CGC, it's like, what? It's at the hub. Where are they? They're right here, baby. Right here. And with that, I believe that is your Week in Geek.